2023 has been an amazing year for gaming, especially for VR. So in this video today, we're going to be having a look at the 10 VR games, in my opinion, of which are an absolute must to try before the year is out. Starting at number 10, which released this year, Power Wash Simulator. Now, I am not a great fan of Power Wash simulators, but when they specifically added this into VR as a VR version, separate game for the MetaQuest 2 and 3, it made it such an enjoyable experience and a relaxing and overall time to be able to go and simply wash anything in the game as you please. If you played the flat screen version of the game, it is pretty much that, just with the Quest headset on your face. Next, one that I did not expect that we'd get this year, but we did get at number 9, Roblox. Roblox VR has entered the space of the MetaQuest for free, which all you need is an account to go and sign up with, and it is very, very easy to get online with. Now, with some of the games on Roblox, yes, there will be VR accessible ones, and then you will have some which are not possible to play in VR because of configurations, settings, and so on. Overall, this is a really good game for all the people that don't really fancy spending much money on a new game this year, and it is a player, which is also free. Up next, Vampire of Masquerade Justice. This was a very unexpected VR game for me, as with this one, you play as a vampire in Venice, hunting down the people that kills your former master and having the powers and abilities of a vampire again. They suck the blood out of people for health, eating rats, food, and teleportation. All the things you can imagine doing as a vampire, you get to do in this gritty game. It has an incredible story to it and incredible gameplay, very immersive. I highly recommend. At number 7, a Doom-like VR game, Hellsweeper, where you become a Hellsweeper in death, reborn to serve the justice of hell, fighting off the demons and monsters at bay while upgrading your abilities and weapons and customization. With your friends or by yourself, you can go through the levels of hell and go and destroy however you like. Now this game, Hellsweeper, is very much like Doom VR, except it does have its own unique weapons and abilities. You can get a flintlock pistol, magic items, and using several different types of swords. The way you play in Hellsweeper is entirely up to you, as each level you do complete, however quick you are, you get rewards, and you get to choose what kind of rewards that you get, and your gameplay and experiences will be upgraded with the kind of themes and perks that you do purchase. 6. Battletown VR. You're probably thinking, hey Chen, this game is already out. It's been out for a while. Well, I'm on about the full game version. Battletown VR is a very good game that has now finally been released and has been released throughout the middle of this year, with a bunch of new NPCs, creatures, monsters, and several brand new updates in the past coming months that have been received, with new game modes, a new UI menu, new mods being created each time when you go onto the game. It's a solid game for a dungeon RPG adventure by yourself, or with the story mode if you don't really have much fuss with the sandbox. There's plenty to do in that game and much that you can get up to, but that's up to you what you want to do. At number 5, this isn't really a game, it's more of an application which I wanted to cover. This doesn't really work for me at the minute, so apologies, I don't really have much coverage on this, but Steamlink, which Valve has recently just released, making it possible for PC users to be able to play their PC VR games wirelessly. And coming in to number 4 now, Arizona Sunshine. Now, with Arizona Sunshine, I am on about the sequel. The first game I didn't really have much playing with, as it didn't really appeal to me much. Zombie games in VR never really appeal to me, as I'm a massive wuss with these sort of games. But with this second sequel of Arizona, This was really enjoyable to get into, and for the price, it's 100% worth it, with cross-buy, being able to download for free if you buy on the MetaQuest app on your Pcvr. You can also play on your Quest as well. With co-op or by yourself, you can go through 19 different story stages of Arizona Sunshine 2, just exploring the vast desertness and the many threads in game where you get to go and use and make and create different ammunitions, loot different stores, and use any weapons you want with your trusty dog as well. And coming into number 3, our first ever LEGO VR game, LEGO Brick Tales. Now, if you had any issues with the actual game like I did with the flat screen, it fixes pretty much all of those issues in the VR game mode. If you played the flat screen, again, it's the same concept as Power Sim. This is converted into the full same story, but with VR and mixed with mixed reality, which makes it so much better, as you can place it anywhere that you want in a room. If you have a coffee table, a desk, anything like that, a puffer, you're able to go and put your Lego islands on there, fix and solve different various Lego puzzles of your choosing, and go along with a nice fun Lego story, customizing your character the way you go. This Lego game is probably one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had to date. Then coming in at number 2, the most anticipated one, which ironically came out on my birthday, Asgards Wrath 2. The first game came out on PCVR, the second game is a MetaQuest exclusive. With this, it carries on straight from the first game, where you release Loki from prison, and it continues on where you are reborn as a god, possessing different humans throughout the different timelines of the multiverse in Asgards Wrath, that you stop Loki and his mischief from reaching the rest of the 9 realms. This game is one of a kind. It changes the perspective of what VR games should be like, and overall it was really enjoyable to get into. It's very easy to pick up, and the story, the adventures, the skill trees, the perks, the UI systems, the Norns, the Sisters of Fate, just the culminations of everything that you discover and find in the game really makes it interesting if you're a fan of Norse mythology. Now, at number 1 spot, this was honestly such a winner for me. This might be a bit of favoritism involved, as I am a pretty big fan of this franchise. Now, if you don't know where this is going, I am on about Assassin's Creed Nexus VR. This game honestly made it such a groundbreaking hope for me, with the absolute way you get to immerse yourself in 3 different time periods as 3 different assassins. Getting also as well a modern day story to go and compete against Animus Abstergo and the Assassin's Brotherhood, with a bits of mixed reality where you get to go talk to your fellow comrades in Assassin's Creed VR, and the immersions of Greece, American Revolution, and the Renaissance. Honestly, the gameplay in it was so slick and smooth that made you immersed perfectly into feeling like you were an assassin in these different time periods. For me, the Ezio period missions were my favorite. They all had their own unique assassination missions, which made it really fun to go and do. And with the choices that you make, you can choose to however execute these however you want. And they're replayable as much as you want as well once you finish the game. The ending of Assassin's Creed was really amazing in this, and it leads up to so many questions to what happened next. There you have it, folks. There are my top 10 games of 2023. VR has had such an amazing year for gaming, and I hope 2024 is the exact same as well. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, which game you really enjoyed. If there's any that I didn't mention, go and let me know down below in the comments.